What's new? Content update comes with a reworked timeline system. Timelines will determine the endings of certain mysteries and encounters you get during your playthrough. Ooh, 2 new difficulties have been added. Skeptic and Harbinger of Doom. Happy and safe Halloween. Alright. Okay. Alright. See how that goes. Oh, hey, we've got an Extended A. That's good. We've gotten some new shit. Extended B, I was told, is what I need in order to get the final character unlock. But I looked it up, and I think I need to beat the game one more time, and that'll happen. Give it a few quick tips. So, who have we taken care of? We've done... We haven't done the witch. Or the transfer student, sorry.
No.
We've done the swim team captain. And we've done the bruiser. We haven't done the teen idol. Or the photographer. And we've taken care of the med student. Alright. So. She seems like a very hard run. Dagron's here. This is fucking World of Horror. This game is great. It got a little frustrating the first couple of times I played it because I still wasn't sure how anything worked. But we are basically a supernatural investigator sent to a seaside town in Japan where strange doings are afoot, and we have a certain amount of time to solve the mystery before the old god is released. Let's try the witch. Let's go with the witch. Because at least I know I can buy a scalpel and give her something to cut with. The photographer and the team idol, I don't know how to... Well, photographer I could probably find a gun, but... Oh, no. I fucked up. I forgot to change the background. Yeah, I forgot to change the backstory. Hold on. Try that again. Before the old god is released. No pressure. Go ahead and fix that real quick. Everything's unlocked. Random. Alright. So yeah, we are going to start with the witch. And what is the newest background? Is the 7th curse. Your family was cursed. Everyone around you will die. You start the playthrough with more funds, but can't have any allies. That's great. I'm terrible at allies anyway. They never do what I want them to do. And we're going to go ahead and check off Goizo, because that's the only god here we haven't been able to, we haven't killed yet. Looks like there's space for more. I don't know if I'm going to be unlocking them, but we'll see. Resting increases doom penalty. Banished to the other dimension long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glass. Glimpses of horror lurking behind your reflection are just the beginning. Dagron, you might recall, I mentioned this game, I think, during the, when we were playing Hollow Knight. This is the very Junji Ito-inspired roguelike. So I have 8 funds. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. Illegal Den. Different kind of items. Oh yeah, I liked the occult shop. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay. So now that I've got my head around what's happening, we start off by going to our house. We get a free item out of this cabinet, and we can open the curtains to see another reflection of how the world's doing, right? So library notes are an item that let us lose some of our sanity, but learn a spell. And we can go ahead and do that for free at the start. Learned us a new spell. Absorb. Deals 2 damage, gains 2 stamina. And we started off with the fireball. The big old fireball spell. But since we lost that to reason, every day you can take a bath and get 1 of each of your health back, as well as an additional effect, and we can go ahead and use cold water, and boom, there our reason is back up to the top. I like this outfit. I'm a fan of overcoats and jackets, and a free money. So now you have 9 funds. Shame I don't have... Spending money has often been the bane of my existence, because shopping takes time, and time brings the demon god back. Or brings it closer. Okay. So the main goal is we're trying to find 5 keys to open the 5 locks to the lighthouse in order to fight off the Elder God. We get 1 key per mystery. And it looks like we have all mysteries we've done before. Oh, but it seems that the update has added, because this only had 1 ending to it before, and this only had 4 endings, but now it has 5. That must be part of the update today. Shame that there's no, that the school isn't here. Scissors would go very, very good with this character, but that's fine. We can go ahead and let's start with the arms. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. So at the start of a mystery, you get a side quest and different places to explore. The one with the circle is where your exploration will progress the mystery itself, but I like side quests when I get the option, so we're going to investigate the hospital. And in fact, we are going to, before we investigate, we can go into the hospital, hop over to the pharmacy, and use our tremendous money to buy this scalpel. Knowledge, we're a knowledge character. This is the This is one of 2 knowledge weapons I've found. I don't know if there are any more. The scissors I mentioned would have been the stronger, rarer knowledge weapon, but we don't have them. We don't have access to that, so... Got us a weapon. And let's see what's going on in the hospital. As part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. -2 reason. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols. Well, I don't have what I need to make that fix, so assume the worst. And the doom went up. Anatomical Museum archives display a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason. Okay, so my sanity's taking a hit, but we'll get that back. It's fine. It's not as detrimental as I once thought. The door to her apartment was closed and she lived alone. What other ways in are there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats. Well, you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. This is a perception check. Success. They stole your wallet, you quickly grab their arm, and they drop it before disappearing into the crowd. -5 experience. If we fail that check, we lose some money. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Oh, and that's a mistake I keep making, but that's fine. Seeing 2 chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. I got decent knowledge, so maybe I can research this. The notes lying nearby tell of ancient civilizations and unspeakable horror. You've managed to learn an incantation. Got another spell. I've got 2 different spells that give me stamina at the cost of reason, but this one also does damage. But I've got a better spell for damage. I don't need to keep all these. You can forget spells. One of the options you have is you can forget spells to gain some reason back, and we've just taken a few hits, so let's go ahead and do that. Something I keep doing, this is a problem I have. You'll be investigating a place, and you'll stay on that place, but what you have to actively move to the next place. Your active location doesn't change as the narrative location moves around, and I keep accidentally clicking too fast and investigating places I don't need to. Okay, the apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Your reflection twists and shimmers when you're not looking at it directly. Goizo is getting closer. Oh, crap. I have a stalker. That's my curse. Doesn't have any active effect, so I assume it's going to come back and bite me in the ass in the future somewhere. You notice the odd placements of the ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through them. Woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Calm her down's a charisma check, and check the bathroom is a knowledge check. I've done this one before. Knowledge, we can probably go for it. Success. You are smart enough to not enter the bathroom. Instead, you go straight to the building's boiler room. One pipe coming from the ground looks like it was welded to the central system recently. Where does it lead? Should interview the neighbors. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up. I know you're there. I've avoided calling the police before. I'm pretty sure police is always a charisma. This is a dexterity check, I think, if I remember this event correctly. Yeah. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens, and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. Getting really lucky with these rolls. Let's keep that going. One neighbor is complaining about her underwear missing. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of soda inside, but you really could use a drink. I've got money, let's get the expensive one. Took some money, but it didn't hurt me. I bribed to not get hurt. Second neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's home. This is the you're about to get in a fight screen. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grabbing the railing in the last second, when you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in terror. It is slowly standing up. This still makes me angry. This counts as a ghost. It's a corpse, which by definition, it has a body, but the game calls it a damn ghost. Anyway, okay, so ghosts are incorporeal. None of your basic combat attacks works. You can cast spells at them. That's why this fireball spell is really useful. The only option you have, if you only have a weapon, though, the only physical thing you can do is, here under spiritual actions, sever their ties to our world. The nice thing is it's a guaranteed hit. The bad thing is it takes a lot of time and doesn't do much damage. And honestly, I do the flame. It'll cost me a reason, a stamina, and some doom. It's really annoying that I can't leave the offering to beat him down and then hit him twice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to either cast the spell or take a hit. 2 reason, or a reason, a stamina, and some doom. Honestly, let's diversify our pain. Oh, I guess the sever can miss. Check that shit. I didn't know you could do that. Let's check the building plan. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. Charisma check. Success. Man. I guess I have some pretty balanced stats, except for strength, so I'm not, like... 8 seems to be good. Like, 8 is you're good at it. Right? Less than 8, starting to get to degrees of incompetence. More than 8, starting to become superhuman. Okay, in the boiler room. You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find the light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long, rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. Yeah. You almost fall to the ground when you see a wide-open stare of the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing in the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth, you find a tiny key. Which, if we had the school mystery, we could have used that key to open a locker. Would have been useful, but we don't have that. After the police have arrived, the whole building was searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in the ventilation shaft. Later, he is identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeur photos of the tenants. You are questioned thoroughly and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Experience goes up, doom goes down, heal a little bit. Alright, after every mystery, a day passes, and we get an effect. A weird epidemic keeps staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. Okay, so we'll have It'll cost us more doom if we want to go to the hospital and heal injuries. Fortunately, I don't have any injuries right now. It doesn't immediately affect me. They can't do anything about this. But... okay. And when we go home, we find a small key in our mailbox. And back up. Alright. What have we got? We filled out that ending. This ending apparently you can use to like heal the shit out of yourself, so I'll save that till I'm in trouble. Or this mystery, rather. I don't even know what the, yeah, I don't know what these two... There's a new ending here, so let's go ahead. I think with the arms, I would have gotten the bad ending if I hadn't done the side quest. That's how I would have led to that. So let's go ahead and ignore the side quest here. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He's collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. Now his mind is snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as materials. So let's ignore the side quest and see if we can't get one of those bad endings. Because they're new. Location's threat level increases. We're going to start fighting more and more monsters. Which, if I can stay on a decent curve, it should be fine. More monsters just means more experience, after all. Asking around the neighborhood gets you some results. It seems all the girls attended the same school. I hate this one. What's this guy? Stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database. Okay. If I leave, I lose stamina. I don't know why. If I check it out, I could lose reason. I have good knowledge. It's a knowledge check, though, so... there we go. Find a curious text file containing occult instructions. You delete it, preventing anyone from trying it. Ah, level up. Let's see. Plus perception. Extra sanity for regaining spells. I'd rather have the perception and go ahead and buff the knowledge. I like to buff. You get one perk which gives you various things and you can buff a stat point. I like to buff whatever my attack stat is every round if possible, because that makes me just hurt better. Alright, you find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming club itself and mermaids. Actually, you know what? Doom's doing alright right now. I want to check out this occult shop. Huh. That's a new dagger. I've never seen that before. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy this dagger. Slightly less accurate than the scalpel, but only by 5 points. Same damage. And faster. Yeah, alright. And it restores reason after I kill something. That's handy. That might be good. That might be a good. I like it. Okay. I don't know why I'm talking like Yogi Bear, but here I am. All right, you find a notebook containing handwritten and... Oh, and it said magic. I wonder if that means I can use it to attack ghosts, which would be handy as well. You find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming cell... Oh, yeah, mermaids. Morbid school. Nauseating stench stops you. The fish heads. Just lose a couple points. Nothing you can do. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem really obsessed about mermaids. Inside the secret lab, you find a plan of the town's sewer system. Somebody has marked a path leading from the sea directly to the school building. When you enter the metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package, but hesitate. An icy feeling settles into the pit of your stomach. The package is definitely a dex check, I know that much. What happens if I ignore it? You leave at the next station in a hurry, hoping to forget the package as soon as possible. Lose a point of stamina. Something wrong here. A weird apathy seems to infect every adult you ask for help. You'll have to deal with it alone. Walking through the park, you spot a girl standing in the bush. Getting closer, you suddenly realize she isn't standing in the bush. She's a part of it. This is new. This is new. Alright. Plant monster. Okay, so combat. You get 200 200 ticks on this time bar up here, which you can fill with any number of actions you want. I have a fairly quick weapon. She's to do 1 stamina every time she hits. Okay. So I can do 6 damage for 76 time points, which fills up the bar, as you can see above. Base chance to hit is 60%. If I add this to an attack, it guarantees the hit. Takes up 40 points. So I can either guarantee one of these attacks to hit or bring them both up to... I think I'm going to bring them both up to 80, because this one for 10, you get 10 extra percentage onto the swing. 10 extra accuracy percentage points. So it's all about balancing how much time you have and how accurate you are versus how much damage you need to do. I want to save that scalpel. I'm going to need that scalpel for later, but let's go ahead and swing. Miss. Miss. Okay. Let's try that again. Guarantee. Not doing great. Six would bring it down to 5. 4 would not. Well, either both of these will hit, or I'm going to take another point of stamina damage. Okay. Oh, good, I got a branch. It's a shitty weapon. I'll throw it at someone. That hurt a lot, but we're fine. You compare the sewer plan with the school map, and it suddenly dawns on you the basement. That must be the plan the kidnapper is keeping the missing... That must be the place the kidnapper is keeping the missing swimmers. Alright. Once we start getting into the basement... For this one, yeah, here we are at the end, and I'm not sure... So I haven't done the side quest, right? You bust through the door into the janitorial closet, but it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress, the upper part at least. Tail of a fish has been crudely sewn in place of her legs. She was too weak and died, you hear the mad janitor say. He looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. Stepping carefully over the corpse, the janitor picks up the bloody axe. Alright. So sometimes during boss fights you get bonus actions, right? Here we are. I can either kick over a lamp and burn the school down, and I've done that. Or I can force the manhole open. It's easier to do if I have a crowbar. Don't have a crowbar right now, and I've done that. So there's no other bonus actions that might lead to a different ending. I've done the side quest and killed the janitor, so maybe I gotta kill him now that I haven't done the side quest. You go ahead and just chuck all your shit at him for some cheap damage. Guess I can't chuck the tiny key. Alright, what are we looking at? 60%, 6 damage, just like the other. Here's a neat move. I can give up 5 experience to raise my accuracy 10% for the whole rest of the fight. I might go ahead and do that. Okay. Can I throw the library notes at him? No. Alright. Guaranteed 12 damage a round. He's gonna hit me for 4 more. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll survive. And then I can heal up later. The mad janitor's body slumps to the floor. You pick up his axe, and using it as a crutch, you try to leave the room. Injured and weakened, you slowly lose consciousness on the school corridor. Nope, see, that got me ending A as well. Police officers find you a few hours later. No trace of the mad janitor is found, but you will sleep a little better tonight knowing the other students are safe. Yeah, I don't know how to, don't know what to do about that. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in unnatured green glow. I don't remember what that does. Reason cost of all spells is increased by 1. Great. Good times. Good times. And that cost is not accounted for in the description here, so gotta keep that in mind. We're going to want to start leaning toward stamina with our baths. Try to keep our different healths as balanced as possible. The vigil I can do on the cheap. Right? I can get through the vigil. Spooks are good, discard. Trying the new Halloween update came out today. Yeah, the vigil I can get through with 1 fight for sure. But I might want to rest up a bit before I go into that. So we have the coma, right? These two are going to take us away from the town. These are different set pieces. So the coma is one that stays in the town. So we'll go ahead and work on that. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People trying to wake their patients up result with them falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated for the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Okay. I can investigate the village to complete the side... This I actually do want to complete the side quest. I need the, Well, let's see, though, because... completing the side quest gets me an item that lets me actually fight the final boss. I think I lose some reason if I don't fight the final boss, but you know what? I'm pretty good on reason for now. Yeah, why risk the fight, right? Why bother? Let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. This will lead you to fighting a headless thing. I mean, there might be a better result, but I always end up fighting a headless mannequin. Check out the masks, though. Do we get our favorite mask? No. What's the demon mask? +1 to damage, -4 to max stamina. Yeah, I'll take that. Our maximum is 17, so this just brings our maximum down to 13, which we are nowhere near right now. I'm good with that. And I stab better. Reports mention a patient 0. That would have been really good with the swim team captain, because she had the steak knife and was swinging like 8 times around. That would have buffed her out real pretty. Something's wrong. You have to sneak into the hospital and borrow the patient zero's information. Is this the sleepy nurse? No sleepy nurse. Oh, okay. I don't want his gun. Running away hurts me. I think this is either perception or knowledge, and I'm pretty good on both. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone or something tore out his throat. They didn't tear out his throat, but instead carved an occult symbol with something sharp. You try to remember the shape and escape before anyone arrives. Close to another level up. Let's hope we can make that happen. Walking through the hospital corridor, you hear disgusting slurping sounds coming from a closet. Gross! I think there's an achievement involving this enemy, and I don't remember how to do it. Well, there's a chance I could just straight up kill her right now. Nice. Hello, Jeff a Ghost. Yeah, I think there's an achievement about that enemy. This is one of those games, too, where unlocking the achievements unlocks new stuff in-game. New events and items and things, and I like that. Gives it a nice sense of growth. Okay, I've got the name and the address of patient 0. I did get the new, the Halloween update, the new build that went out today. I haven't seen anything, at least nothing that I've recognized as new. But I've only been playing for about half an hour, so. Pale woman wearing nurse's outfit stops you. Today we are running a blood drive. I don't want to give you my blood, because I'm low on stamina, so I'm going to make an excuse. Level up. Luck. Luck's always good. Let's go with luck and more knowledge. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. Let's say a ghost of a heartbroken boy appears on the street at night. Is it just an urban legend, or is there some truth to this tale? I don't have the holy candle, so I gotta just... I passed a fucking strength check, somehow. Not at all my forte, but I did it. You wait an entire night observing the spot where the supposed ghost would appear, but nothing happens. Man dabbled in magic. You found a journal. describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact a being from the dream realms. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Let's follow him. The door is locked, but you repeat the knocking pattern to the suspicious man used. A moment later, the door opens, and a surprised teen with greasy hair asks who the hell you are. Mistaking these nerds for cultists sure is embarrassing, but deep inside, you're relieved. Also occurs to me. Should probably take time to rest for a little bit. So resting heals you, but it also increases the doom counter. So let's go get a few of those. And it goes up by 5 cents because that 5% each time, because that's what Goizo does to you. Find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary where the doctors determined the cause of death. I don't think I've gotten this one before. I don't know what happens here. Search the cabinet, I'm guessing, gives me an item. If I pass a perception check, maybe. Or possibly dexterity. Maybe something will jump out at me. Search the cabinet. Perception gives me an item. There we go. Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer and you reach for it. It's a sewing kit, which may come in handy later. Sewing kits are nice. They heal a lot of stamina, but you lose a charisma point because you look all weird now, because your skin is all stitched up. Okay, investigate the quarantine wing. I don't have the dust. You've managed to sneak through the floor, avoiding the police, and finally reach the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. Their pulse is slowly weakening, and the blood pressure is dropping. You must hurry. Complete silence of this place hits you when you reach one of the beds. All the patients are dead. Yeah. So, just 3 reason, gone, as opposed to all the damage I would have taken if I had fought that thing. That monster is very cool, but it's a tough fight. And I'm on a good run right now, so I don't want to push my luck. The air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. Good thing I healed when I did. This makes it so that your rest action does less. It heals you less. So good thing I healed when I did. Okay. What do I need? Stamina? Oh no, stamina's at max. Because of the negative. Great. Okay. To the vigil. I've gotten all the endings on the vigil. This is a fun mystery. I had to check out the masks again. Faster spiritual actions. I'm not going to take advantage of that. That's just not a thing I'm going to do. I'm not going to clap and bow. I had to have people in my chat walk me through this one because I just was not getting it. But it's a fun little explore this mansion kind of mini game. So, we have a time. We have how long until dawn. Oh, is sever a spiritual action? Really? Alright. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. I still don't want to give up the demon mask in favor of that, but you're right. The clap and bow thing is just not worth it to me. There's a whole thing you can fight ghosts with prayer, and this clap and bow pattern will banish them, and theoretically, if you figure it out, then you can kill every ghost forever. But in order to do it, it's like playing Mastermind, where you gotta guess, and it tells you how many you have right, and it just takes so long to figure out that it's not worth it to me. I'm sure there's, like, a way to make it worth it. I'm not seeing, but for my money, I'll just throw fireballs. Walking through the forest, you spot a pair of legs sticking out of a bush. Before you can do anything, however, they twitch and move. It's Audrey, too. Alright. I need 3 hits. I'm not gonna get 3 hits in 1 round. It's not gonna happen. She's got a tattoo on her leg. Wonder if that's relevant to anything. Let's see, I could throw some shit. But it's not going to do enough. Like, I could throw some shit, but I'm not going to get 6 points of damage out of throwing it. So I might as well just take a smack. Yeah, so if I clap and bow, I can appease the spirits. Going back into the dilapidated corridors where you see the other guests. Kane here. Kane gives you a pamphlet, except I got too much shit in my hands. Can I not access my... I feel watched. I retreat. Can I not access my item storage? I guess not. Well, the pamphlet basically just tells you what to do at every hour to complete a ritual for the dead. And at 9 o'clock, it'll tell you to come in here and do a certain... Or at 10 o'clock, it'll come in and tell you to go in and do a certain clap bow pattern over the body. At 11, it'll tell you to do a thing like, in this case, light up the fireplace or go eat go eat a meal. Oh. You spot some dry firewood. It was dry firewood and add it to the fireplace. I got some reason back for that. Hooray. But then at midnight, every exploration makes an hour pass. I'm cursed again. Oh boy. Casting spells raises doom. Well, good thing we're getting near the end. At midnight, you're supposed to go clap and bow over the body some more, but oh no, the body's gone. It went away. It's missing. It's not here no more. Well, I kept trying to follow the ritual, getting to this point and going, fuck, I don't know what to do. Free item in the wardrobe. Ooh, a meat cleaver. Which leads you to the bad ending. Apparently you have to keep doing the ritual. You have to keep following the ritual, even though half of the things it tells you to do, you can't do anymore. You gotta, like, just do the best you can, and it leads you down a different path. Which, fantastic, but not where my brain went at first. So I got to this point and was just like, fuck it. Just gotta make it till dawn. I've seen Evil Dead. Marionette corpses. Following the weak, wavering cry, you enter a dark room. Inside, you spot a figure hunched in the corner. You recognize the expensive clothes, but this thing can't possibly be human. It's Akane. The woman who gave you the pamphlet. I got an 85% chance of just taking her out. And so it is done. Now there's another guest I got kind of caught up and didn't actually talk to them, but there's another guest around here. Try to avoid mirrors, afraid of what could be waiting for you on the other side. Entering a dark room, you spot Hawato and his wife. Oh, okay, so the other guest this time was the horror author and his wife. You spot Hawato and his wife hugging each other. When they turn around, you scream in terror. Their bodies are slowly becoming one, and their fused faces express the same thing. Rage. They're terrible. But yeah, once again, decent chance of just making this not a problem right now. Sweet. As the vigil is nearing its end, the whole mansion shakes more and more until the walls start to collapse, revealing the shocking truth about your whereabouts. Final guest. Sacrifice. No, I don't want to sacrifice. I want to explore the... No, I want to... An unseen force leads your hands. You reach for a knife and stab a surprised guest. And you conclude the ritual. A voice booms in your head as everything gets dark. When you wake up, you find yourself lying on the wet grass, the old mansion nowhere to be seen. Standing next to you is a naked, bloated old man. You recognize a tattoo on the man's toe. It's your deceased granduncle. There's a tattoo. With a coarse voice, he explains the ritual. You try to keep up with him, but you're weak and your head spins. The death toll must remain the same. 2 die and 2 survive. Well, 3 died. 4, technically. Moving on. You feel like vomiting as the old man who has cheated death disappears behind the trees and everything gets dark. You know the police won't believe you when you tell them the truth, and do your best to forget the nightmares of what you left behind. Level up. Charisma. Dexterity is always good. Actually, dexterity would get me to 8, which would help me with potentially down the line. And more knowledge. Let's see. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are hopeless. I think that just increases the threat level in downtown. But hey, we got one key left, and we're only at 53% doom, so we're pretty good. We're solid, right? I'm going to put this mask away. I'm probably going to use this sewing kit in a minute, but for now, we're going to hold on to it, and I'm going to throw these weapons in a fight, I'm sure. Because now I can actually try and take a general shot at this festival. I've had to use it in the past as a place to heal, but now I can like take a legit shot at trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. The far-out fable of a fear festival. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you for a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. This is, I can express from first person? Yes. Stress will kill you. It didn't kill me, but you need a break, yes. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen, you ask yourself as you board the bus? Today's goal. Explore the weird village. I think I am just going to go by whatever today's goal is. I'm going to do that until I'm told to do something else. Because mostly I've just been kind of meandering around like a nitwit, not knowing where I'm heading. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner, who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. So I want to explore this weird village. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. Two menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the old ones? Yes. Yes. Shit! Two allies and 10% doom. And my ally suddenly died because of my backstory bullshit. Here, have a lot of doom for no reason. Great. I'm using a backstory that started me off with extra money, but everyone around me dies. You ever seen Evil Dead the Musical? There's a song in there called All the Men in My Life Keep Getting Killed by Kandarian Demons. That's basically me right now. In fact, that's probably going to be the title for this episode. I've been trying to stick to like song title gags for the names of episodes when I upload them. That's probably, that's it. Ding. The trail to an abandoned Shinto shrine is overgrown and steep, however, could be an important place to investigate. Let's try to take the quick route. We're running out of time. Passed another strength check somehow. Because you're in a hurry, you hike to the hilltop, burnt out candle wax and dried blood around the shrine, mean a new sinister cult has claimed the location. Unseasonal floods have closed many of the roads. Well, wasted a lot of time. Today's goal, learn more about the festival itself. Weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly, the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the tree. What was that about? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? I am going to learn about the festival. How do I learn about the festival? Don't want to skip time. This heals and raises your doom. Doesn't seem I can... Alright, fine. I'll heal. Oh, just stamina. Great. Well, to the festival. I can enjoy it. I can buy some souvenirs, look for friends. Looking for friends does me no good. That's just how you get out. That's just getting allies. I can't have allies. Buy some souvenirs. I don't have... Wait. I'm going to sell the sewing kit. I got my slot C item. Alright, let's enjoy the festival. Break out into a cold sweat when you see the street vendor's twisted grimace. You back off, wishing it were only a mask. Today's goal... Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They are talking about something awakening up at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. I'm afraid if I say it's not safe here, I'm going to freak myself out and lose reason. Oh, jeepers! You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end up with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their heads in your direction. It's your turn now. Well, my charisma's not going to do any shit. This is probably going to take some of my stamina, which, maybe. This might lead to a fight. Hey, let's try a fight. Nope, not a fight. Deals -1 damage in combat. Fuck me. Well, that cancels out the mask, I guess. I don't have any bandages, and I'm not going to be able to get back to the hospital. Weird sounds coming from the forest kept you up at night. What could it all mean? Well, let's try the forest, I guess. Location's threat level increases. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Where is everybody? Find the missing people. Trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to an outskirt of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. Into the forest. I'm knowledgeable. I think I can pray good. I'm also perceptive, which is apparently what I needed to be, and I prayed good. Are you walking in circles? Let's see, the suspicious group you've been following is gathered at the nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Let's attempt to climb it. I don't really have a lot of strength, so I'm probably going to eat shit. Yeah. You fall down and injure yourself. Luckily, you managed to limp away unnoticed. You start to recognize some of the paths and rocks you've seen earlier. I feel like this is just where I've ended up every time. Walking around the forest, and then suddenly, it's dawn! You lose. What you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. Yee, you're new. Sup, sport? You are painful looking. Oh, boy. I'm gonna do 16, eh? Let's just go ahead and hedge our bets on this guy. There we go. Sport. I get it now. It's a bad time to be out of cash. I'm going to give up my fondest memory. Jar of Blood will take stamina, memory will take reason, peace of mind will take doom. So I'm going to give up my reason. And I'm going to get 2 money. The sun is slowly rising as you get closer to the abandoned industrial building. Cautiously entering the factory, you can't help but notice the forest got totally silent. Yeah, no, same ending. Ending B. You're not the only one trying to stop the ritual and save your friends. Special forces have raided the occult hideout, arresting the suspects. Led outside, the handcuffed cult leader, say that 5 times fast, suddenly stops. You're too late, they say in a raspy voice. Our lord is free once more, and I lose some stamina. Well. The whole town stopped receiving an outside signal. Well, I don't care, because I don't need to leave town anymore, because there's the 5th key. Let's take a bath. Let's stamina. Well, reason. You know what? You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna take the experience buff because I am so close that I might be able to squeak out another level on the way up the elevator, and I have enough doom that I can heal myself pretty good for the trip up. Also, my stats are pretty... I got 3 stats above 8, so I'm feeling confident there. Outside. Okay. So now we take these 5 keys. We can open all the locks on the lighthouse door. And let's go ahead and heal. We can get like 4 heals and still be in good shape. Yeah, I like that. We got 16% doom. We got to get up. I'm happy with that. All right. And away we go. someone broke into your apartment, stole all the clues. The more you study them, to discover you can't remember any of them except one. Select the title of the mystery you investigated as the second one. Mermaids. Yeah, mermaids was the second one. And there's that level. Forgetting spells gives you extra reason. That's fine. No thank you at this point. That's double no thank you. Wow. This is all bad. I guess we're going to go with that. One. We got to get through 5 levels. Right? Trial of Blood. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water, but power to the gate, you'll need to disconnect the faulty plug. Okay, this is a strength check. I don't have the strength for it. I'm gonna get hurt. There, I got hurt. That's level 2. Trial of Blood. Knives. Ah, this is a dex check, and I can do that. I got this one. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knives. Dex, and away we go. That's number 3. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside it. Is this, I don't have a light source, so I don't have a flashlight. You decide to brave through the veil. You finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers. One more. You're stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice the knife in her hand. You have to think fast. I think this is a charisma check, and I don't have charisma. Yeah. You try to talk her into allowing you pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. You step over the body. But I'm not dead. And that's the game. Because once you get to the top, did you arrive too late? Nah, you just break the thing. Part of me kind of wishes there was a fight with the big bad up here, don't you? As the unnatural fog slowly lifts and you are relieved and collapse on the floor. And you're safe for now. Yeah, that'll go out. Nothing. Chuck a rock at a mirror and he's done.